Let's check out a question here that's talking about the binomial distribution. So this says, based on a survey, assume that 36% of consumers are comfortable having drones deliver their packages. Suppose that we want to find the probability that when 5 consumers are randomly selected, exactly 3 of them are comfortable with delivery by the drones. Identify the values of N, X, P, and Q. So first of all, this is a binomial distribution because it fits the criteria for such a distribution. First of all, it has a fixed number of trials. We've only selected 5 consumers, and we're going to ask each of them if they are comfortable with the drones delivering their packages or not. The second is that each trial, meaning each consumer that we surveyed, only has 2 options. They either are comfortable with the delivery, that would be a success in our case, or they're not comfortable, which would be a failure. So there's only 2 options, a success and a failure, for each of the trials. The probability of any individual trial is going to be 36% for each person, so 0.36 as a decimal, and every trial should be independent. We have no information saying that these consumers are related to each other or know each other, so each one is independent of the next, and so every person's response is not going to affect the response of the next person. So those are the 4 criteria to be a binomial distribution. Now that we know this is a binomial distribution, we can go about identifying the different values for N, X, P, and Q. So N is the total number of trials. It's the total number of people or things or events that we're going to go out and survey or look at to see if it was successful or not. So here the N is going to be 5 because we went out and we asked 5 consumers how they feel about the drones. No more, no less. So the total trials is 5. The value of X is the specific value that we're interested in calculating the probability for. So out of those 5 consumers, we wanted to know the probability that exactly 3 of them are comfortable with the delivery by drones. So the X is going to be 3, the number of successes that we're interested in. P is the probability of a success. So here we said a success would be that the person was comfortable with the drones. So they told us at the top that there was a 36% chance of consumers being comfortable having drones deliver their purchases. So the decimal value of that would be the probability of a success, which would be 0.36 for P. Q is just 1 minus P. So if you know what P is, then you automatically know what Q is. All you have to do is take that 0.36 and subtract it from 1 and you're all set. So 1 minus 0.36 is 0.64.